live show dress is secured. Let's go. Tried on my dress after I got it altered, and she's amazing. Wow. It's from this brand, Rachel Gilbert. I found it online. Oh my gosh. So I just got it like brought in a little bit, and I think he shortened it a little too. Cool. Quick gloss, cut like a little blow up, and nothing crazy. Not like a full on, just a rough dress. I'm dying in the cold. I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is BetterHelp. Mental health is something that's very important to me, and many of the people in my life, including myself, have benefited from therapy. Whether you're going through something specific or you're just at more of like a transitional period in your life, I feel like your 20s, you are faced with a lot of confusing change, whether that be like job, relationships, friends, and it could be very overwhelming to kind of handle it on your own. And therapy is a really useful tool and something that I like to have in my toolbox whenever I need it. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful and unbiased advice. It's done entirely online, so you could do it like in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to go to an office and have like uncomfortable waiting room visits. And it's just like more efficient for your time and your schedule. You can do your sessions by phone, by video call, or even by chat if you feel most comfortable with that. And starting therapy can be really hard. Finding a therapist who is in your network, who accepts your insurance, and who has availability can be very challenging. BetterHelp can match you with one of over 30,000 therapists within their network, and this could give you a wider range of expertise than what might be available in your local area. So to get started, it's easy. You fill out a simple questionnaire. BetterHelp will then assess your specific needs, and you'll get matched with your therapist in most cases within 48 hours or less. You'll be able to schedule your therapy sessions at a time that is convenient to you. And if you don't feel like your first therapist is the right fit, which can be common, with BetterHelp you can easily switch therapists at no time and no additional charge. You don't have to worry, once again, if they take your insurance or if they're in your network. It's easy to do. Over 4 million people have used BetterHelp to start living a happier and healthier life, so why not check it out if you are wanting to try therapy yourself. If you think you might benefit from therapy, consider BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Michio. Once again, that's betterhelp.com/MICCIO, or click the link down below. Clicking that link supports this channel, and it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Thanks again to BetterHelp, and back to the video. All right, guys, let's chat about a few things. This is gonna be all over the place, so just bear with me. Number one, I just want to talk about this because I'm not sure if it's seasonal depression or general unmotivation, laziness, whatever. I can't bring myself to work out. I was on such a good flow for literally like a year. I mean, it's only a few weeks. It's not the end of the world. I'm trying to get back to it next week, but I keep booking workout classes and just not going. I don't know what's wrong with me. For some reason, like going out in the cold and knowing that I'm like going to work out, for some reason, I don't want to do it. I've just felt very, very unmotivated these past 2 weeks, which is strange because I do have a warm weather trip coming up, and usually having something like that like motivates me because I'm like, you know, I want to feel really good in my body and feel strong, but I just don't feel that way. I also feel like I have just been exerting myself like in other ways, more so like socially and with the live shows and stuff. I'm using my energy in different ways. Working out is not my priority right now, / like I just don't want to do it. It's always hard in the winter, but I feel like normally I'm like, I know that it's gonna be okay. Also, like, yeah, the walk there is cold. Maybe it's hard to get there, but I always feel so much better after. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Can't bring myself to do that. So yeah, I can't really bring myself to work out. I'm hoping that after the live shows are over, maybe I'll feel a little bit better. I mean, like, I know that mentally it would be right for me to work out today. So I don't know why I'm not, but I can't. Other things that I want to talk about today, I am finally making some face changes. That sounds so dramatic. I haven't gone to get any sort of like Botox or anything in 6 months. I kind of have been spiraling. I don't always watch my old videos, but sometimes I'll go back and watch my old videos, and I just generally like looked different. Like 4 years ago, whatever. I think I glowed up, by the way. I do think I did. Lost a little bit of weight. We could talk about that in a different video because I feel like I get a lot of questions about that. This year, I feel like even this year from last year, like I changed in like appearance a bit, and I try not to focus on like those things too much, especially comparing myself to like previous versions of myself. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could, no. I don't really get a lot done to my face. I feel like, contrary to popular belief, the only 2 things that I've ever done to my face that are like injectables are Botox and filler, and I've only ever gotten filler in my under eyes. However, I know that that filler tends to migrate. I never really had this problem, I feel like, until maybe this year, but I have like dark circles under my eyes, I did some research. I feel like 2 years ago I started doing this, and I started getting like a small amount of filler under my eyes to kind of fill in that like hollow. I really liked the look. I feel like it made that area, like I said, just like I had to put less like under eye concealer on because it was like just more filled in and less like dark. But I also think that that was just like an insecurity I had since I was like very, very young. My under eyes was one of those insecurities that like came about when I literally remember the exact moment, like 4th grade art class, when a boy, like we were like sitting at like group tables or whatever, a boy at like our table was like asking me if I was tired or something because it looked like I had circles under my eyes. And I was like, insecurity unlocked. And then that sparked me on this like lifelong journey of like always putting on under eye concealer and like asking my mom if I could put on makeup when I was young. Shout out to him for that. I feel like I have like a handful of things that I'm like, okay, I've had these problems, like not problems, but like things I need to work through. And everyone has them. I also like, I'm saying this and I want to be saying all these things from a place of like non-judgment, and I would really respect if you guys could also be kind to me with no judgment, because I'm not a perfect person, and I also think you could do whatever the hell you want with your face, with your body. You know, I do believe in like body positivity and stuff, but like also if you don't like something, it's your body, it's your life. Like you completely have the right to like change it and see, you know, if something works for you. We know that my nose job changed my life. Who am I to sit here and judge? I used to love getting the under eye filler. I thought it looked great. All of a sudden I feel like this year, I don't know, I think the problem was just that I already had filler under my eyes. I put in more, and then I feel like it kind of migrated. And I talked to Dr. Jody about this, who does my like injectables, and she told me that the under eyes and the lips, like filler tends to migrate. Those are like 2 of the areas where it tends to migrate more. Migrate just meaning like move, basically. So I just feel like instead of being right under my eyes right now, the filler is a bit lower. I notice it particularly in photos where like it's overhead lighting, because I see where the filler is like sitting in my face. Right now I don't notice it as much because like I'm sitting in front of a window. In some photos I really notice it. And that's the thing with, I feel like so much of the beauty industry is like you fix one problem and you get 3 more problems in its place, you know? Like I've, you know, fixed the problem, but then like it moves, and then now I have to like figure out how to counteract that, basically. Now the thing with filler, I've never done this before, is that you could get it dissolved. I'm gonna go today and get my filler dissolved. Is this the best idea considering that tomorrow I have a live show, probably my biggest live show yet? Maybe not. That's too bad. Like I need this filler out of my face now. I've been stewing on this for like months and months, so I want to get this filler dissolved. Honestly, I'm just kind of out on filler right now. Obviously no judgment. I think so many of my friends like have gotten lip filler and it looks amazing, or even just like in their face, whatever. I know it's a big thing to do it like kind of in the lower half of your face to kind of like balance, whatever. For me, I just think that it is one of those things that creates more problems than like solves. I have always liked Botox because I feel like it gives a little bit of like a lift and kind of like freezes the muscles, but it is not permanent, which is cool. So that's basically my face crisis. I just have been like spiraling over these ideas for like a few weeks now, honestly more than that. So we'll see today. I'm gonna go over to Dr. Jody and see what's happening with that. I also just need her to help me with my skin a little bit because I have a few breakouts. But besides that, I feel like my complexion looks really good. It's just these breakouts that I need to deal with. So I hope that we can just be non-judgmental, and if you have anything to say on that, maybe you could be like informative in the comments and whatever. I try not to let social media like dictate, or like people online like dictate, people in my comments particularly, but like when I'm scrolling and stuff and I come across like information that's like, you know, oh, I had this insecurity and I fixed it this way or whatever. Sometimes I feel like that could be really informational, helpful, I guess. And sometimes I feel like it could be like advertising things, and then I'm like, oh, I should go try that. And then I'm like, I don't know if this even worked, like whatever. And I feel like that's also just like a part of life, is kind of figuring out what you like on yourself and what you don't. I know some people are like really big into the whole au naturel, like they don't want to touch their face with anything. And I think that's fucking amazing. To each their own. I like a little Botox, like that's fine. We'll see what happens when I get this dissolved, but like I just don't think that that's the look is for me anymore, and I'm hoping that it's not too painful, because I think it might be a little painful to get the filler dissolved, but I don't even care at this point. Like I will suffer through the pain, like just take it out of me. I have my Dunkin' coffee, even though it's 39 degrees, I got a nice coffee. Treating myself for what? I don't really know. No, actually I do have a bunch of like computery work things today, and I want to really prep for the weekend. I have a really big weekend ahead, obviously, with the show tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm like seeing family, so I just like need to plan for like basically being out of the house. Panic ordered a pair of shoes last night because I realized that my dress doesn't go with like my typical pink shoes that I wear for like every show. They're just like completely like the 2 shades of pink, just like the shoes are almost like a magenta, and then the dress is like this, just a different shade of pink. You guys saw it in this video. So I ordered a pair last night that was actually on sale. I'm really just praying that they fit. So let's see when they will make it here. You guys ever lay with your legs up on the wall? I swear I only do it around the time that we have live shows. I don't know why. Just laying on my bed with my legs up. I have been rolling out since I know tomorrow I'm probably not gonna want to touch my face with any sort of like roller or gua sha post injections. I'm also gonna ask her to shoot some of these pimples. It's not like a long-term solution, but it helps in the short term. If you have something, I'll be here. I also just saw all of the matching holiday pajamas my family has done in years past. We do this every year. We started it kind of like later in life, like high school, and when I went to college and stuff. My mom picks out a pair of matching family pajamas for us, and it's really cute and sweet. So yeah, we do that every year. And I was just looking at the difference of myself through the years, and I was like, wow. My face was a lot like puffier and rounder, and I definitely already have like a round face, but I feel like just like my cheeks and everything almost looked like I had filler, talking about filler. And I'm just kind of shook. I feel like they say it is a real thing, like kind of like growing out of your baby face. I feel like a lot of like celebrities and people say that every time, like when their face changes or something, and people will like accuse them of having work done, they're like, no, I just grew out of my baby face. But sometimes I feel like that actually is true, going through like the second puberty and kind of like maturing and especially becoming like more of a woman. I know that I feel like I've gone through many phases of that coming into myself. So I'm curious if any of you guys feel that way. But I also think it does have to do with like probably just my habits and like health in general. I unintentionally lost weight this year. I know that this is like a topic that, I don't know, I feel like I'll dive into it maybe deeper in like another video, but through working out consistently, and I feel like honestly like not trying as hard, food and like what I eat and diet and all that stuff was always like the center of my mindset. Another like experience I feel like of being a woman. And this year I kind of just was like, I'm gonna work out a lot, you know, and I kind of like unintentionally lost weight. I haven't weighed myself in a few months, but I think I was down like 10 pounds or 15 pounds maybe earlier this year. And I didn't expect that. It's not like I went into the year like, okay, now it's time to like lose a ton of weight and like do this thing. I kind of just had a mindset shift, and I'm really happy about that because I just feel overall like better. I hate to admit this, but I do think that that has gone kind of like hand in hand with my confidence, just like my clothes fitting better, fitting into more clothes, and also just like the pride of being like, wow, I did something really good for myself. Like I've been consistently working out, and like now, you know, I feel better, has helped my confidence a lot. I've seen some of you guys comment on like how you feel that my confidence has shifted, and even just in watching some of my old videos, I totally noticed that. Starting YouTube at a young age and really like putting myself out there, I've definitely had to have confidence, but I feel like it was confidence based on the fact that I was delusional, like truly delusional confidence, and now I'm like actually like happy with who I am and like who I put out in the world. That's also a part of like maturing, I think, and growing up, is like feeling more confident in who you are. But I feel like I know who I am, kind of. Okay, it's time to go. We've got to go. Let's go get this filler removed. I'm going uptown now. I can't stop wearing this coat that they gave us at the Rare Beauty event. Honestly, the Aritzia Super Puffs, they are, I forgot how warm they are. They really are like a great winter coat in terms of like actually keeping you warm. I have this scarf too that I felt like the colors kind of went, and then I'm just wearing like all black underneath. Black leggings, whatever. This is the, I've had it for a few years, the Acne Studio scarf. Honestly, it's pretty scratchy. It's not very soft. It's like kind of like that itchy material. I was listening to Giggly Squad, and they were talking about like sweaters and like sweater materials that are kind of like itchy and not cozy. And this is like not cozy, but it's really cute, and it is, it will keep you warm at least. I have my little scrunch socks on. These are from Amazon with my Uggs. Apparently this is the trendy sock these days. I do like the look of that. So yeah, if you find yourself in the market for like a warm winter coat, and I feel like coats are so expensive. Not that the Super Puff is cheap, but I feel like it's on the lesser end of like nice winter coats, and they have so many different styles and stuff. So just an idea. I just realized I put my hair up, but I'm gonna be like kind of cold, so I'm just gonna wear it down. Oh, it's only 50 degrees. I'm like preparing for war over here. I don't even know if I need the scarf. I gotta face. Oof. From this side, no acne. From this side, what the fuck? Right, I didn't show you guys the needles, but we dissolved, shot up the pimples. Leo Skeppy is one of my favorite people on the internet, and he is on Just Trish this week, and that is one of my new obsessions. I just went down the rabbit hole of like, after I started loving Canceled, then I just started loving all of their like Friends podcasts and stuff, and I used to watch Trisha Paytas when I was young. Then I rediscovered her like through this new podcast, and it's so different than like the Trisha that I knew. A fantastic interviewer, and it's so entertaining. Clearly I got my spray tan. Nora from Bessa Bella Bronze came over. In-home spray tans in New York, if you guys ever need. My shoes are here. They are Stuart Weitzman, but they were on sale like 70% off or something ridiculous. I feel like probably because they are, you know, a color that maybe not everybody's getting in a style that is, these might kill my feet, but like, they're sick, right? Oh my God, if these work, like if they fit, they're perfect. Bling all down the back. I ordered them, I found them on like one website, they didn't have my size. So then I went on the Outnet, never heard of it. It's just like, almost like a department store. I did see that these are not known to be the most comfortable heels. We sit for like a good amount of the show. They're a little snug, but I think that they will work. I kind of want to wear them like tonight to stretch out the like PVC or whatever, because it is like plasticky. I mean, they're definitely like a very specific look, but like very gals coated. I don't love the look of them from over top. Like when I'm looking down at my feet, it's kind of weird because it's clear, but I feel like from the side and like on stage, they'll look really cool because they're like glitzy in the back. Literally this sweat set trying to visualize what they're gonna look like. But like, they are really, really cool shoes. Really happy with the price that I got them at. So I'm like, I feel like I should make them work. I want to say that I paid like $100 and something and then I rush shipped them, which is a crazy discount from what the original price is. And I love that like sparkly band right there. Oh, what I do like about them is that they're really like strapped on my feet because they have that ankle strap. So I feel like secure in them. Yeah, they go perfectly with the dress. So I have some neighbors that are like young and fun. I mean, kind of young and fun, but I feel like I'm out of my party era. Like I have it in me. I have got that dog in me. I can bust it out if I need to for like a wild night out, but I'm not in my like going out every Friday, Saturday night era. But there are some people who live in my apartment building. I feel like maybe they're a few years younger than me, and I just went into the hallway and I heard like Drake music blasting and a bunch of people socializing, and I'm like, oh wow, it's 10 o'clock and they're like still pre-gaming. I'm like, ah, I used to be like that. I guess we're going out tomorrow because we're having an after party. Here I am yawning at 10 o'clock, like I'm about to go to bed. I got a set of hair extensions from Luxy Hair, clip-in hair extensions. Mads, my hairdresser, told me to wash them because we're going to use them tomorrow for my looks. I'm just air drying them like right here. Just drying here. I've got like a little bit of like a natural wave to them, I guess. That's kind of like how my hair dries. Not really. A little bit of a darker color, but like I'm assuming we'll be able to make it work. It's like close enough, right? My favorite part of the morning. I just love the soft glow of Christmas lights. This thing up here, kind of gross. This catches bugs and they land on it and it's like a sticky surface. I can link it down below. I really, really like it because it's right next to the door. So every time I open it, you know, like a little bug comes in or something. And it catches like fruit flies and everything, and it's pretty like non-offensive because they just land on the sticky surface so it doesn't smell or whatever, and you could like just change it every few weeks. So just something that's made my life better because they are attracted, I guess, to the glow of that. The tan is tanning. Oh my gosh, I just showered it off, so I slept in it, so it really, you know, marinated and did its thing. I realized that I have to wash my hair a little later. This top is from Skims. I made a little bit of a Skims order. Got this shirt. I wanted just some basic long sleeves. I kind of wish I got a medium because I wanted them to be really skin tight. They only had this one, I feel like, in a large, so that's why I got this one in a large. Heathered, sort of like oatmeal. I just wanted more like loungy long sleeves. I've heard so much about these boyfriend tees, so I got one of the boyfriend tees. I was gonna put this on. This would have been like cozy and comfy, but it's short sleeve. This is really soft and nice. I have tried these before, the boxers, but like they're for women, for like for lounge. So I got these in the same color, so it kind of makes a little set. It's interesting with Skims, I feel like you have to order it when it's like in stock. So I was just on the website perusing and I was like, actually a good amount of stuff that I want is in stock. So I went ahead and did it. This is good for now. Except for the fact that these sweatpants are quite literally capris. Like, can we talk about that? We gotta make longer sweatpants, guys. Skin update, dissolving my filler update. She said that it would go down over the next 2 days, really. But I do feel like I already see a little bit of a difference. All of the redness from the acne, I just put on moisturizer because my skin is pretty dry too. So on top of all of the redness, it's not really like active acne, it's more so like now they're popped. So hopefully we're able to cover that up for the show. Kat always works her magic, so I have faith. That's what we're working with right now. I feel like it actually might be going down. That makes sense, right? I must have forgotten to give Danielle this, but Adina Eden, well, she made us, I think, 2 different types of necklaces for Gals on the Go, and we haven't worn these yet. And they're matching, so I'm gonna present them to Danielle tonight. Maybe we can wear those. I just bring my like travel jewelry case with me everywhere. I think this is from Pottery Barn. I'm gonna make a Element electrolyte drink. Obviously the Stanley cup favorite thing. For the Element, not me having the literally next to candy, raspberry one. This is just like an electrolyte packet. It's like low in sugar and everything, but it's good. Me pretending I'm an athlete. I'm like, I'm performing. No, it's not like a dance performance or anything, but it definitely, like you're up there and you're talking and everything, and it's a long night. A lot of friends and family tonight, so. I feel like the water isn't cold enough for my liking. All right, guys, I am showered and am in my GOTG little track set. I left my hair wet because I'm going to get it done, slicked up with my products, and we're gonna go to the theater. I'm so excited. I haven't seen any of my like family or anything yet. I'm seeing them tonight, and I've just been alone the past day, and it's been really nice to kind of like recharge and prepare mentally. Yeah, she's crushing it. And we have a full view of the stage, which is really cool.
I know, we've never had that.
Yeah, that's sick.
Floating! Theater kid check.
Yes. I'm getting the pre-show jitters right now.
I know. I mean, how can you not? It's our biggest show
I know.
Yet. 1, 2, 3.
Raise the ball, fireball,